almost daily messages that people are being affected by it. She even says some schools are telling the victim to move school. Thomas says more needs to be done to help people who are affected by it.
Even though a few schools are doing something about it, I'm getting almost daily messages from people saying that, like, their child's getting bullied or friend's getting bullied, what can you do? And a lot of them are actually saying that the schools are doing nothing, or even in some cases, they are doing things like telling the victim they should just go move schools, and that's making the victim feel even more like a victim then, and they're thinking, you know, they're not doing anything about the bullying, the bully thinks it's okay what they're doing, and then they're just going to carry on doing it, aren't they? So, and I got really badly bullied myself, so it is really important to me to be able to help people who are in that situation, because obviously I don't want them to do what I went through.
Just going back to that, you mentioned there about some schools, you know, they're doing very little, or in some cases nothing, to stop bullying.
Yeah.
School is a major part of a kid's life, so a lot of the book must stop with schools across the Wirral.
When you're like a teenager, especially, and you've got all, you know, your emotions and hormones all over the place, if you're getting bullied, it makes life 10 times harder. And especially when you've got the pressures of, you know, I've got these exams I need to pass. If you're suffering every day, it has a massive knock-on effect. And I think a lot of the time, if a bully is bullying someone to make themselves feel better, they don't see the bigger picture. Bullying is very strongly linked with self-harm, eating disorders, suicide, and obviously these are all very serious things. And I think people need to realise, you know, if they're going through a hard time themselves, before they go and bully someone, they need to realise what's actually doing to the person they're bullying.
And I suppose one major point of this campaign is making people realise stuff like this could be happening quite literally across the Wirral, right on your doorstep.
Exactly. And I think as well, a lot of people see the bullying that's going on, like they're the bystanders of it, and a lot of the time they either don't do anything, or even worse, they'll like egg on the bully, or even like record it and put it online, which is probably one of the worst things you could do in that situation. I would strongly say to people, if you do see someone getting bullied, you know, do try and step in as possible and stick up for the person being bullied, or if you're in, you know, a school, report it to the teacher, because if a bystander reports it, even though schools obviously aren't really doing much, they are more likely to do something about it. And it will also make the victim feel a lot better if they feel that they've got people on their side. Even if they've got one friend which is supporting them, it'll make them feel a lot better and they won't feel as alone.
What do you think more could be done to try and stop this? Where do you think the book is currently stopping at the minute?
In schools, there isn't much support and bullying, so it doesn't really get covered in the PSHE lessons or in the assemblies. There's no posters up around school, and if schools have, say, an anti-bullying charter, if at all, they don't really use it or promote it to the pupils. I think schools need to take bullying a lot more seriously and lay down the line that if people are going to be caught bullying, then there is going to be, you know, repercussions like expel, detentions, things that will make the bullies think twice before they actually do something.
And obviously, just lastly, if people want any help, you know, what is the best sort of course of action people can take?
Well, if you're getting bullied, the best thing you can do is to tell someone about it. A lot of people won't tell anyone because they're scared that it'll get worse, or because people won't believe them, or because it'll make them look pathetic. But the worst thing you can do is keep it to yourself, because it's just going to carry on, and you're not going to feel any better for yourself if you're keeping it inside, because it'll bottle up. Also, BulliesOut can help you if you're getting bullied.
Charlotte Thomas speaking to Wirral Radio there. And there's also a charity fashion show to raise money for BulliesOut on the Sunday the 9th of October in Birkenhead, with a meeting for this on Wednesday the 6th of July in Upton for anyone who wants to get involved. This is Wirral Tonight.